Star Center Theater, where we make sure our participants, no matter what their ages are, get an opportunity to sparkle and shine. And we are truly glad to present this opportunity to this latest playwright in the person of Dave Coron. Can we give him a round of applause? Family for being the cast, and they have a great story to tell that Dave has created. And we have some special people that we want to say thank you to. They have been coached by David Patrick Ford. Let's give this a Ford. And there was a theater production team here that met with them and made sure all of their needs were met as they had their dress rehearsals to prepare for last night and today. Let's give a round of applause for Demetra McBride, Megan Rico, and Arian Shelton. This is an opportunity for you to visit us here at Star, and we hope that because David has done such a great job of this, David has done such a great job of this, you will come back and see the things that we do here at Star. On your way out, we have some things that you can take with you about Annemieka's ensemble, orchestra, and her youth ensemble. We have some things that we'd like to share about what we do here at Star. So without further ado, please get ready and please enjoy Son versus Parents. Lastly, we want you to wait around because we're going to have a talk back immediately afterwards. And we hope that all of you will stay for that. Thank you.
Star Center Theater and the Spirit of Soul Ensemble performance. This show will be performed with no intermission. The use of flash, non-flash video and audio recording is prohibited. Please silence all cell phones at this time. Unwrap any hard candies, cough drops, or packaged foods, as the noise may interfere with the theater experience. In the unlikely event of an emergency, please proceed to one of the clearly marked exit doors. Be aware the nearest exit may be behind you.
Marilyn and Joseph are having a nice conversation together amongst themselves, quietly in the kitchen, minding their own business and waiting for me to show up in the house when it's getting quite dark outside. Mom likes to cook the food for dinner. Dad likes to fix the things in the house. He is fixing a broken chair. Mom and Dad love to sing, hum, dance, and whistle in the house. I like to spend quiet time with my cat named Fleur.
I love you, Timothy.
I love you too, Fleur. I play music such as the piano and my 12-string guitar. And I also dance and sing. I do that at my lessons and at the orchestra or whenever I perform. However, I don't like to practice at home. I just got the mail from me and my parents today. I really hope that my mom and dad are not singing, humming, dancing, and whistling in the house. And as for me, in my opinion, I hate all those sounds. But that's just me. However, once I entered this house, I will be so angry at my parents, and that's a promise that is set in stone.
It was great last night. The Young Ensemble Orchestra sounded so very good at their end of the year concert.
Yes, I enjoyed it very much.
Now, I must think of new, cool, catchy tunes to arrange for next year. Tunes the kids like. That's not easy.
That's it! I've had enough! I have absolute 0% tolerance for this kind of behavior. I, for one, won't stand for it any longer. I really need to leave. I do not want to deal with this issue at hand anymore. And that is my final word. Why you guys making sounds? You know that I hate hearing them because they get me irritated. I can't stand it anymore. It really annoys me when you do that without warning. I'd appreciate it a lot if the both of you would stop doing that around me.
Timothy, you know we love to sing, hum, dance, and whistle in the house. We are in the house to enjoy ourselves for entertainment purposes, right? Why on earth do you constantly keep us from being musical all the time? It's not very nice at all to tell us to be quiet or for you to tell us off at any time by no means whatsoever.
Timothy, you know that you don't have the right to tell us not to sing, hum, dance, and whistle. It's about time that you grew up, and certainly not act like a spoiled brat anymore. That's in the past. However, now it's the present, and it will eventually be the future. You're almost 28 years old. You shouldn't tell us what to do at all. By no means at any time whatsoever.
If you are annoyed in any way at all about this, then go to your room and close your door shut. We don't ever want to hear you complain at all to us about love and enjoyment for music in this house. No one wants to hear you act like a spoiled brat at all.
Mom, why do you always have to tell me all this ridiculous nonsense? I know that you love to sing, hum, dance, and whistle in the house. I am aware of that. That's not the point that I'm making to you guys. It's just that you do it constantly without warning. And that's wrong on so many levels, it isn't funny. I can get aggravated from it, you know. So I prefer to not have to experience this at all. I hope that you got the message, right?
You should be more considerate and flexible with your mom and not be so rigid by telling her off when she wants to sing, hum, dance, and whistle in this house. She's been doing a lot for you ever since you were born in this world and alive to this day. What you should really honestly say is mine. Keep on entertaining yourself by singing, humming, dancing, and whistling to your heart's content.
I'm not completely aware of that issue in the slightest. But what about my feelings? I have feelings too, you know. I'm very emotional when I feel hurt by a certain issue at hand. I've had enough of all the bitter sounds coming from you guys in general.
Okay, you're all right. All the time as always, it's okay for the both of you to sing, hum, dance, and whistle when you feel like it. I shouldn't be the only one to tell you guys off all the time like that. I have no right at all, at any time, by no means whatsoever, to stop you from doing what you guys do best.
Timothy, I am very proud of you for standing up for yourself, being able to be flexible, and making a decision on your own like that is a very hard thing to do. Even though it wasn't what you wanted when we were singing, humming, dancing, and whistling, we know somehow that you would definitely, without a doubt, be aggravated and annoyed at us for doing that. You just have to tell us in a quiet tone about how you really feel. In a quiet way, of course.
I'm really upset and angry at my parents. They don't listen to me and show me respect at all when I'm trying to explain why I didn't like the sounds that they make in the kitchen area when they are having a wonderful time together. I just had a huge argumentation with my parents about the fact that they have to make constant noise in the house all the time. I'm ready to leave this place and never ever come back. I'm leaving for good this time. My parents, they just don't get it at all. Even if I explain it to them, they still ignore me in the long run. They keep on annoying me like crazy, and they don't give me a word in edgewise. I'm going out of the house. I'm never ever coming back for any reason until further notice.
What are we going to do about Timothy?
I have no idea, Marilyn. He's being very disrespectful to us.
I know, Joseph. He is older now, but he has to learn how to talk to us in general.
Indeed, he's not a little boy anymore. He needs to learn to respect us, or we will have to start enforcing our rules. If you don't like us to sing, hum, dance, and whistle, you can politely say, please. I prefer you not to sing, hum, dance, and whistle right now. That is the best way for you to ask us in that sense.
I'm sorry for speaking to you in that tone. That's not my place or right at all. I should have known better than to do that to you. I have no right nor place to say to stop you from singing, humming, dancing, and whistling. That's not the right thing to do as an adult man, especially not any time when I'm around you guys in general.
Thank you for being apologetic towards us. That's what counts as being flexible and not rigid all the time. Especially towards me and my husband. It was very nice that you shaped up and told us about just how sorry you were. This issue at hand wasn't easy at first for you at all.
I get really annoyed by my parents when they think that they can simply sound off without owning. They keep on doing it like I don't exist at all. Also, they accuse me when they do these random things, not even considering my feelings at all. At least Claire criticizes me. I'm walking to my room.
I believe that our son has really shaped up since he was telling us off about not being musical in the house all the time. That's a really good improvement in my book on his part. Not constantly telling us off in the house. That's why we raised him, to be musical with us. He always wants to be musical, but not with us. He has never understood the way we like to make music freely. By just singing, humming, dancing, and whistling. When we
I completely agree with you. Don't fall though. On this issue at hand, 100% of the time without questioning your opinion at all. Singing, humming, dancing, and whistling is what we do the best. It is also a part of who we are in general. It has always been my duty in life to teach Timothy a valuable lesson about the art of music, dance, and theater. No one can take that name from Timothy at all. By no means at any time whatsoever. I tell you what, I am going to go to Timothy's room now, and we are going to have a little chat.
That's a great idea. I hope it goes well for you.
Thank you so very much, Claire.
I love you too, Timothy, and thank you for all the leads that you gave me. I ate from.
Knock, knock. Can I come in?
Who is it?
Listen, Timothy. It's just me. But you know what? We always consider your feelings again, no matter what happens. So, how about you start looking into our feelings and consider that for a change? We care so much about you being with us and the way that you feel towards us. You're our favorite son, and there's something to be said about that. As you know, we all love you with all our kind and loving hearts. Don't you ever forget that for us, even a second.
I know you and Dad love me and care for me, just like I care for Flair, my caterpillar. I really love Flair. I feed him leaves and help him grow so that he changes into a cocoon. He will change and become a beautiful moth. Your loving care for me can help change me too, just like Flairful's the caterpillar. Mom, I'm so sorry. I've been thinking about my own feelings, and not yours and Dad's.
That's all right, son. We all make mistakes, one way or another. Your dad and I should think more about your feelings too.
Let's go back to the kitchen and share with Dad.
Yeah, let's do that.
Well, what happened to you two? Why all of a sudden you guys looking so happy?
Dad, Mom, and I had a great conversation, and I apologize for my actions.
Yes, and I apologize for our actions as well. We are all going to be more considerate to one another.
Well, that's great news. Can I join and have a group hug?
Of course, Dad.
That feels great. This is a day I've been waiting for.
Timothy, your dad and I thank you so much for your sincere apology. I just want you to feel happy inside yourself when you try to make things right. It makes us feel like a family again.
And it helps us to not have altercations.
Speaking of no altercations, it would be a pleasure to have this family sing, hum, dance, and whistle while playing music as a trio. When we play music, it's like we are doing something quite fun, if I say so myself. I believe that it will be the best thing that has ever happened to us.
I tell you what, can I make a request, a suggestion? Would you honor Timothy?
Anything for you, Dad. What is it?
Would you like to play guitar with Mom and me together? That will really make the best day ever.
Oh, no! I wasn't expecting that. Well, since I made a promise, I guess I have to say yes.
Timothy, thank you so much. This is really the best day ever.
Here's to my son Timothy.
Here's to my loving family.
Here's to a family that respect each other. Here's to no altercations.
Hey, come on, let's make some music together. Joseph, what was it again that we were singing, humming, dancing, and whistling earlier? Joseph, you get your drum. Timothy, you get your guitar. I will get my violin. And let's play. Let's do it.
I'm ready. Let's go.
With all the music that we play and the laughter that we get from it, No one can tell us differently when it comes to music. And most importantly, we will be making so many nice and wonderful memories together as a family. I'm very lucky to have parents who care so much about me and who are patient listeners to me.
So please, forgive me for all the times and ways that I have been treating you in the past. And that's not manlike for me to speak like that to you at all. Not at any time, by no means whatsoever when I am with you. I can certainly vouch for that without question.